so this video we're going to talk about deadlifts and all the different varieties of deadlift. Now, you may not have a very heavy weight. If you have one kettlebell, you probably have a moderate size, maybe 15, 20 pounds. Now, there's ways to make this harder if you don't have a heavy weight. So we're going to show you what that is. If you have a heavy weight, if you have a heavy kettlebell or 2 heavy dumbbells, you can do it that way too. So a regular deadlift with a heavier weight as in a kettlebell. Remember, everything is about the heels. So every time you do a movement, the weight is always in the heels, drives through your glutes and your hamstrings, and then you always extend at the top, full extension of the hips. So you're gonna stand right above the kettlebell. You're gonna reach down, back is straight. You're gonna push your hips back toward the wall behind you, right? Imaginary wall. Push hips back, back is straight. Reach down, grab the kettlebell. Come back up. All the weight is in your heels, and push the hips forward, okay? So when you grab the weight, you should almost be leaning back a little bit. If you let go of the kettlebell, you should want to fall back over, because that makes sure your weight is in your heels. So again, nice wide stance, right above the kettlebell. Lean back, touch the wall behind you with your hips. Grab, lean back, and pull and squeeze your glutes as you come forward, okay? Come back down. If you feel like your back is bending like this, you want to stop and do it. You want to watch yourself in the mirror if you can, and make sure your back is straight. So a good way to do that is to push your chest out like this, squeeze your shoulder blades together, and then bend over, and keep doing that the whole way down, and then popping back up, okay? So let's say you do that, great form, it works, but the weight's too light, you're not feeling anything. The second way to do it is a one-legged deadlift, or a stiff-legged. We'll do stiff-legged first. So a stiff-legged deadlift works more hamstring, less glute. So what you want to do is let the kettlebell hang, push back, touch the wall behind you, and keep your legs slightly stiff with a little bend, like this, right? So before I was doing this, I have more bend in my legs, and now I'm just bending over, pushing my hips back, weight is in the heels, I'm feeling it more here, okay? And coming back up. So always a slight bend in your legs. If that doesn't happen, what happens is you're like this, and your lower back takes all the weight. So that's not what you want. Always a slight bend, okay? Come back in. The third way to do it is a single. You can use a heavy or a light, depends on how strong you are. But a single leg dumbbell can be done with one leg, both hands, or one leg, just one hand. So the first way to do it is find a mark of the ground, watch it, leg is slightly bent, back is straight, chest is out, lean forward, and try to touch the ground. If you feel that pull in your hamstring, you know you're doing it right, and come back up. The goal is not to touch. Come down, nice and slow, come back up. You're gonna start feeling it right here. Do not do this. See my back? It's round, don't do that. Chest is out, shoulders are squeezed, come down, squeeze back up, okay? And then next side. You can also do it like this. Same thing, but both hands. All right? It helps if you have a solid floor, keep your balance. I think that's it. Yep, that's it. See you next video.